What's up, squad? It's Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to chime in now that we have the first state down. Iowa caucus occurred, and of course, Donald Trump, former president, or President Trump, has won 98 out of 99 counties. It was, for all intents and purposes, a shellacking. Uh, no surprises, though. I think if for those that follow uh, the Republican debate, Trump has been leading in the polls without competing even in the debates. So he hasn't been on TV and had to stand up for his record against his competitors, and he has coasted to victory. And I think this says a lot about one, the people's faith in him, um, and two, the lack of faith that people have for the establishment. And I think that's a very interesting thing. One thing modern politics shows is that the elites or the establishment is so out of step with the ordinary American and the ordinary American's priorities that the trust has really broken down. And that's really interesting, something in a place like America, because America isn't a nation state. It's not built upon a group of homogenous people, such as, say, a Japan or a South Korea. Like, the social credibility of the nation is not bound in a historic root or even a common culture from that, but from the belief in the idea of what America is and what it stands for. But really, what we're finding out is the true thread of American allegiance is comfort. You look at some of these countries, such as Yemen, where, as we said when we were growing up, people don't have a pot to piss in or when they're throw it out of. Yemen is one of the poor countries, more poor countries on the planet, and most definitely in the MENA, Middle East, North Africa area. But they have strong support and backing from their people. I just saw a parade where it's a sea of people on the streets protesting what's going on in Gaza. I find this to be absolutely exceptional. The Americans get on the street like that in protest for what America is doing. And that's really what Trump the Trump legacy is he's seen as a person that is outside of this establishment, outside of the corruption, outside of these wars and rising cost of living. And a lot of people are pretty much hinged on that. And his basically not his martyrdom, but his ability to endure these trials goes literally. He's being put on trials. He's going to court dates before he's campaigning in states. Is a testament to his character, to his followers. So this is where the strong allegiance for Trump is. One, he had a very solid administration, despite all of its dysfunctions and people leaving the revolving door and such. He had a relatively well accomplished administration based on what he promised. And I say that based on what he promised to what he delivered. Let's not forget, like, he was going to all Iowa. Iowa is an evangelical state known for a strong Christian turnout. And this guy, actually, President Trump, put the judges on in the seats that will overturn Roe versus Wade. So he has a very strong record that he can actually stand on. And when he get up there, he's not really talking fluff now. Before, it was ideas, but he has administration. He has 4 years behind him, which he was the president. So you can look at his record to kind of see what kind of president he was and will be. Now his opponents are trying to knock him off. So we had Vivek Ramaswamy, Nikki Haley, and Ron DeSantis. So DeSantis came in second, but he came in a humble second because DeSantis has been falling in a lot of polls. Vivek came in fourth out of those four contenders, and basically he dropped out. And what he did was, he was very smart. What he did was he kind of ran like Trump light. You can't have Trump, so have me instead. And I think his strongest thing is he's a very talented, ambitious guy, self-made, etc. But he was too new of a commodity. There's always the saying, Republicans fall in line, Democrats fall in love. You know, you can be a snappy talker, smooth Democrat and woo the constituents just because of the type of person that vote Democrat. The Republican side, they call conservatives for a reason. Vivek never really had a history. You know, even Trump, before he ran for president, he had a history of being this American success story. When I first got acquainted with Trump, it was Trump Towers and his self-help work that he does, like self-improvement. He used to basically, Trump was a person that would work with people like Robert Kiyosaki, help the modern man or give him pointers on how to improve his life financially. Trump had the Apprentice show. He was on people's TV. So people were very comfortable with him. Vivek Ramaswamy came out of nowhere, has some quips, some quick-witted remarks, and for all intents and purposes, he did very well based off of his ability to articulate the frustration of the everyday Republican in the modern era. But obviously that wasn't enough. And then he quickly aligned himself with Trump. And Trump, being the opportunist he is, he brought him in the fold because now he has another great person that can go out there and articulate his message. But I don't think Vivek is any parts of what Trump planned to do with America. Like, if you was asking me what job Vivek would get, people talking about VP, like, no, more like a press secretary. That's how I think Trump would want to put Vivek. Trump has he has a type. If you look at his administration, he has a type of person that he likes around him. Hard nosed, gritty, not so much the veneer type of people, quick-witted. It's more about tough, strong character type of people that get things done. He has a certain type. And then Nikki Haley, Governor Haley of South Carolina, her job is to try to convince the constituents that, hey, this is a two-person race, even though she finished third. But what she has going for her is they're about to go through a lot of states, and she's probably going to end up number 2. Your New Hampshires, your South Carolinas, your Nevadas. It's a long way to Florida for Ron DeSantis, and he's probably going to have to drop out before then if the polls hold true. So Nikki is trying to Governor Haley is trying to establish herself as, if you don't want Trump, if you do want somebody that's more mainstream, if you do want somebody that's more into the fold, and if you're the party establishment and you support the establishment, you ain't got nowhere to go now. You got to come to Haley Town. So that's going to be her whole shtick for the remainder. And it's going to be really her against Trump, more or less. So she has it going for her if these polls hold. So I want to continue to watch this because I'm not the most political person, but there is a strong entertainment value in American elections and how things are done. And it's also helped give insight to the type of temperament America is going to see go against the Joe Biden or whoever the Democrats put up to lead America over the next 4 years. So I'd love to hear your comments. So comment below, like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Batu up.